Time now to check back in with Mike Eppel over at 680 with the latest in business news. And it's trouble on the stock market when it comes to the tariffs that are being added on Chinese goods.
Yeah, good morning, Tammy. This issue has been sort of on the back burner here for about a week's time, and we've actually seen global markets rally as a result. But this morning, they talk that the Trump administration will hit China with an additional round of tariffs of 10% on $200 billion worth of exports, set to take effect on August 30th. So China and the U.S. have time to negotiate something, or perhaps China just retaliates with tariffs of its own. But again, it's this escalating trade war, if you want to call it that, globally, and it's taking markets down in the early trade this morning. We're looking at a more than 200-point drop for the Dow. The TSX yesterday, interestingly, hit a record high, but could be poised for a pullback today. Another focus of attention this morning will be on the Bank of Canada. And if you've got a variable rate mortgage, or if you're in the market for buying a new house or what have you, and are in the mortgage market specifically, well, by the end of the day, borrowing costs might be higher. We've got the Bank of Canada expected to raise its benchmark interest rate by 1/4% today, trying to normalize what has been exceptionally low borrowing costs for several years now. The economy is doing well. We've got inflation on target for the Bank of Canada, so a number of factors at play here. The wild card, though, as analysts would tell you, is, again, global trade risks. And if, in fact, this hits the global economy with a slowdown, it could be one and done for the Bank of Canada today, which has, though, raised interest rates already 3 times over the past year. A couple of stocks we're watching today will be, one is Tim Hortons and parent company Restaurant Brands International, as Timmy's has rolled out home delivery with Skip the Dishes, a program they're testing in 3 cities right now, 148 locations in Vancouver, Ottawa, and Edmonton, and maybe a nationwide rollout at some point, as they're just trying to, again, expand the brand of Tim Hortons even more than it already is. Another stock we're watching today, Tammy, will be Bombardier, which yesterday hit a 5-year high as the company has sold majority control of its C-Series jets to Airbus, but Airbus announced a big order for those planes, so a little bit of cash could be going to Bombardier, which is still going to be building those planes in Mirabel, Quebec.